I just jumped feet first into this. As soon as I finished my certification to become a librarian, and I joined the South Carolina Association of School Librarians. Within a year of joining that, I am the Intellectual Freedom Chair for the South Carolina Association of School Librarians, and so this is something that I monitor closely. I've been to my state capitol to talk to lawmakers, to talk to the Department of Education about what they're doing. And my thing is this: you have to do what's best for the community of learners that you are responsible for. That's my position as a school librarian. But I will fight for my students. I have students who are Black and brown. I have students who are, LGBTQ plus. I have students who desperately need to see themselves represented in books. And, I had a challenge come up with my superintendent, who was questioning some of the books that I had, books specifically about LGBTQ, not so much books about social justice or things, because that was the main point right there in that 2020, 2021. There was a lot of conversation around books, by Jason Reynolds, like Stamped, or Ibram X. Kendi. Those kinds of books were getting the attention, but it shifted away to the LGBTQ. Not that they have completely ignored Black and brown authors, but the hyper focus has been on books that highlight gay characters or trans characters or questioning characters. And we have that population in our school. And so when this conversation happened with my superintendent, I told him, I said, I'm not fighting for a book. I'm not fighting for a book. I told him, I'm fighting for the students who are represented in this book. That's who I'm fighting for. And that is worth me, risking my job for, because these kids don't have the capacity to always be their own advocate. They don't always have safe spaces in their homes or in the community. I have to be that voice for them. I have to be that safe space for them. And I take that responsibility very seriously. And so I'm a very loud advocate for intellectual freedom. I just stand up for people who are represented in books. That's particularly our marginalized communities. And I support authors, and I appreciate them and I highlight them for writing these stories that people might say are risky, but it's really true stories that our kids are living through every day. So yes, I stand up for my students, and I stand up for